Happy Independence Day. Thanks for clicking on this video. We're going to get to today's action in a little bit, but I figured with the holiday, kind of a long holiday weekend for some people, if you had maybe some extra time away or have been busier than usual, extra work for some people depending on what industry you're in with the holiday here, we take a look back at some of the stuff that's happened of late. The Twins won 2 of 3 at Baltimore, thanks to some incredible pitching performances you see there. Some of the big transactions, Royce Lewis is on the injured list. He might be out 6 weeks with that oblique strain. We'll see. Obviously, they're going to be extremely careful with him. And Jorge Lopez is back, reinstated after a mental health stay on the injured list. So hopefully he got everything he needed to get back pointed the right direction. But sticking with today's action, Max Kepler was really the catalyst in this one. Here you see early on he drives in the first run of the game. With 2 outs, which that's kind of the theme of this one. The Twins hitting with 2 outs, and it's an opposite field grounder for Max Kepler. I mean, how rare is that to see? So look good there, Max. And then later on, another 2-out runners in scoring position situation, and he blasts this one. Home run to center field, just getting out of the reach of the center fielder for Kansas City. So Max Kepler, a huge point of emphasis early in this game to put the Twins up 4-0. Donovan Solano also had a tremendous game. Donnie Barrel's living up to that nickname. 2 doubles in this home run in this one, so 3 extra base hits from Donovan Solano. Not a guy known for his power, a guy known to hit the ball hard, but not necessarily out of the ballpark. And then the very next pitch, Byron Buxton takes one out. So the Royals scuffling. Obviously, Greinke not pitching very well this year, but any offense is great to see. And when you can't even barely get the vest on, to have to put it on another guy, things are going well. And nice to see Nick Gordon in the dugout, by the way, there. Alex Gordon kind of delivered the final dagger with another 2 outs. Once again, another 2-out runners in scoring position hit. Byron Buxton had stolen second base. That's a nice sign. But the Twins were 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position. In this one, you see only 6 strikeouts, 3 of them from Michael Taylor. Oh, by the way, so the Twins putting the ball in play. I was at this one with my family. It was a great game to be at, great weather, nice and cool thanks to that early rain today. The Twins score 9 runs off 10 hits, and that was huge because it delivered some insurance, some runs actually for Kenta Maeda, and that allowed him to pitch deep into this game, and he pitched great. 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. Both of them came on a home run, a 2-run homer. Other than that, no offense for the Royals. Just 1 walk and 9 strikeouts. Kenta goes 7 and strikes out 9. You see there he is fired up. This guy plays with a lot of passion, and he's really getting after it this year, especially I feel like. 31 splitters, 28 sliders, 22 four-seam fastballs. When he's got that command of the splitter and the slider, he's going to be tough to beat. I know, again, this is Kansas City. They're kind of down right now, but that's a great outing from Kenta Maeda. Also out of the bullpen, Oliver Ortega pitched a clean inning. And Jorge Lopez gave up a run in his inning, but it was that's another thing with the runs. Created a perfect opportunity to get Lopez back out there quickly and get him kind of moving forward. So that was great to see. So switching gears to the minor league side, here are some of the kind of big performers over the last 4 days. I also took a couple days off from the system recaps, and there's actually minor league games on Monday. See there, Trevor Larnach homered. He also homered tonight for the Saints. And the big transaction was Marco Raya has been promoted to Double-A. 20 years old. He's still 20 for about another month, and he's in Double-A now. Marco Raya joining Wichita. The other big move is Austin Martin returned to the Saints from his rehab assignment. Makes a nice play at second here. And really, this was a debut yesterday for Triple-A. So not really returned technically based off of the rehab assignment, and he gets his first AAA hit here, a hustle double that he legs out. That's a big part of his game, is running, speed on the bases. So Austin Martin gets a double here for his first AAA hit. Nice to see him back where he belongs, not just down in the lower minors on rehab, but playing with the Saints. And here he is making a play at second. A quieter night for him, but again, great to see him out there. Pierson Ohl, who did not start this game for Wichita, but he really was the headline grabber for me. 5 1/3 innings out of the bullpen, so he was the follower. 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 9 strikeouts for Pierson Ohl. a guy who kind of tops out around 93, and that's really up from last year. So he's added velo to get to that 93, and missing a lot of bats, hitting his spots, working extremely fast, and keeping the Tulsa hitters off balance. He's got a 4.73 ERA on the season, but I think he's kind of finding himself in Double-A now, and with that new added velocity too. So good to see out of Pierson Ohl. Moving down to Cedar Rapids, Zebby Matthews got the start, and I like these Cedar Rapids 4th of July jerseys. The Twins just did the caps. It was kind of disorienting. I don't know. You just do the whole jersey if you're doing a special thing. That's my take. But 95-mile-per-hour fastball there, mixing in a good changeup, a good slider. Zebby went 5 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. He had a rough start. I think it was his second start with Cedar Rapids, but he's kind of back on track again. And more 2-out hitting for Cedar Rapids in this one. Much like the Twins, here is Ben Ross with a 2-out, 2-strike RBI double to get the scoring started. And we'll see a little bit from him in a moment. But Noah Cardenas, want to mention that he hit his second home run of the season. Would love to see him hitting for some more power because he's a big on-base guy, catcher with a 386 OBP. Anyway, back to Ross. He delivers a big-time insurance run for Cedar Rapids. 0-2 count with 2 outs. 2 outs, 2 strikes, home run, big home run there. That's his 13th of the season, Ben Ross. He's playing first base tonight. He plays all over the place. 13 homers and a 457 slugging for Ben Ross. So here are the notable hitting performances. I want to call out Alberto Celestino on a oddly quiet night for the Saints. He hits a home run, draws 2 walks. Trevor Larnach also homered. Those were their only 2 runs for the Saints tonight. So good to see those guys on the cusp of the majors, former major leaguers doing well. And David Festa was the guy who actually got the start for Wichita, but only pitched 2 innings. Didn't seem like there was anything amiss. Didn't seem like there was any reason for concern. I'm guessing, he's going to be in the futures game. So I'm guessing this was kind of limiting his innings and kind of prepping him for that experience. Until I hear otherwise, that's what my assumption is going to be. There were the results on the evening. Thanks so much for checking this out. Thank you to all of the channel members here, the premium members. We'll talk again soon.